I've been in the industry for a very long time, and there are many good agents out there, but often it's the agencies that influence agents to use tactics that are not beneficial for you, the seller. In today's talk, I'll go over the 5 common tactics agencies use when listing homes, and I'll share tips on how to stay clear of them for a smooth and successful sale. Tactic number 1 that agents would do is they come to you and overpromise. When it comes to the price, they will give you a price that's like way over the market value, and a lot of people get excited about that, right? Okay, if you think my home is worth 15-20% over the market, well, let's just get this thing signed, right? There was this thing that they used to teach, and I'm sure it's still around. They teach is that condition with control, which is just an ugly, disgusting tactic that they use to get you listed. Once you get the property signed, then they come back to you and they say, hey, your house is not worth X amount, now it's worth X amount. A week later, how the hell did that happen, right? But they do that quite often. Other thing that what they would do, they would go to the buyers and give them a lower price, under the market value, majority of the cases. So there's a big gap between what your expectation and what they've told you the property is worth. The gap is gonna bridge, and if it does, you're gonna be the one that's gonna be upset because the house may sell, the agent gets paid, and then you're disappointed with the outcome, but who cares, the agent got paid. So stay clear of that. Just for example, there was one down we sold a little while back for $1,250,000. That was in the peak of the market. They just recently priced it, now we're off the peak, for $1,495,000. So an agent went there, listed the property, and they went to the market for a week or so, was no price, and then there was a price at $1,495,000, and then now it's priced for $1,195,000. What I would have suggested is if we priced it, that was what it was worth, between 1.1 to 1.2, 1.245 in a great day, then you would have probably potentially got around 1.2. Now it's priced 6 months later and 1.195, and I suggest they'll be lucky to get $1 million for it. Your home would be undersold if it sits on the market for a long period of time, so stay clear of that. The second tactic is having no price or a price guide indicated on marketing of your home. There was a research done that 72% of the buyers will skip right through your home if there's no price or a price guide on it. It doesn't make sense to me at all. Why would agency market a home with no price guide, at least a price guide? So that goes back to what I see the point number 1 is because they give you a high expectation or high quote. If they put a price at that level, nobody's gonna turn up. People think they're insane, right? So having a price guide will bring more buyers through your property. As the saying goes, more buyers, more interested parties, more offers, more money, right? Or more buyers at an auction room. So having a price guide is crucial. If you're not putting a price guide, if somebody's not advertising your home with a price guide, it's actually doing you disservice and eventually underselling your home. So stay clear of tactic number 2, which is having no price or a price guide on your home. If you're enjoying today's video, click on our subscribe button and hit the notification. Tactic number 3, the auction tactic. Every home should be auctioned. That is not the truth. Not every home should be auctioned. If you ask the buyers, especially first home buyers, they will not go to auction. 9 out of 10 of them, probably not 10 out of 10 of them, can't go to auction. If that's the case, what's the possibility of you getting the best possible price if you're selling or auctioning your first or potentially second home? The reason auction is an interesting tactic that they use is because when the real estate agencies, they've got a sales revenue and then they got the auction revenue. Auction revenue is what's gonna get the cash flow going. And obviously any business, every business needs some sort of cash flow. So in a tough market or a good market, auction, everything gets auctioned, right? Some agencies do. So my recommendation is ask the question from the agent, why do you think it should be auctioned? And how many first home buyers or second home buyers you know that can actually come and bid unconditionally? I don't think many of them do. 9 out of 10 of them at least can't come to auction. So the goal when you're selling anything, in particular your most expensive asset, is to make sure you maximize its value. The only way you can maximize its value, anything's value, is to open it up to every single buyer that's out there, not just the 10% of the buyers. Tactic number 4 is when they come to you and say, hey, this agency, it's a big agency, we got offices, 55 offices in town, and we got 795 agents working for us. We will sell your home, the agency will sell your home. Well, the agency doesn't sell your home. Doesn't matter if they got offices here in Dubai Dubai and London, they auction properties all around the world. It's irrelevant. What matters is the agent who's going to be representing you, because thanks to the internet, it's made the playing field all even. So if it goes to the market with whatever agency, it goes on Realtor.co.nz, it goes on Trade Me, and it goes on their company website, meaning that every single buyer that's out there is going to have access to your home. The most important person is that person, the agent is going to be representing you, because every single phone call, open home, follow up, follow through, negotiation is done by the agent, not the agency. Whatever they try and sell you about the agency, that's totally irrelevant. It's the agent who's representing the sale of your property. It's the agent who's going to sell your home, do your open homes, and everything in between. Tactic number 5 is when an agent will discount their commission, or they will agree to pay for the marketing, possibly do both. Now that puts you in a very vulnerable situation. Why? Because if they pay for your marketing, now they're in debt. They're carrying the cost for your marketing. Somebody's got to pay for the marketing, right? And then also they won't probably do the best marketing, they will do the cheapest marketing. Meaning that if they're in debt for marketing of your property, now the goal becomes not maximizing the value of your home, the goal becomes just getting your house sold as fast as they can so they can move on to the next deal. And imagine if they're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deals the same thing, then now they're in debt for 10,000 or 15,000 now, right? It's just a matter of time for them to say, like, I can't sleep at night, I've got to just get this thing offloaded so I can get the next one, right? You want to make sure, in my opinion, because you're selling your most expensive asset, you hire the best agents, because the best and the cheapest agent aren't the same. And number 2, you want to pay for your own marketing, not have agent paying for the marketing, because it'll put you in a very vulnerable situation, as I discussed. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, comment below and we'll get back to you in a very timely manner.